Hey guys, it's Craig at Area 419. This is a Maverick Gen 2 K length. I'm gonna unbox it with you, walk you through the configurations, and talk to you about why this might be a great suppressor for your use. I'll then also at the end talk to you just a little bit about what's different if you buy the L length. So as we open up the Maverick Gen 2, comes in a sleeve, little magnetic opening, and we've got our suppressor. Go ahead and get everything out for you. If you buy a K length, this is how it will be packaged, and all the inclusions will be the same. So in the box, you're gonna get your core module. This has your serialization on it. Your brake will come pre-attached. They all come with our hub to Hellfire adapter in the rear. To use this, you're gonna take this piece. This is your Hellfire universal adapter. Spin it onto your rifle. This is gonna come in 5/8 24. If you need half 28s or something like that, those are all available to be purchased on the website. Email our customer service team and they'll hit you with the link that you need. So this goes on the muzzle. This, already installed on the back, spins right onto that. Remember, this is a left-hand thread connection. Your wrenches come with these big, nice cutouts that interface that. If you feel like you want to wrench tighten it, you don't need to go crazy. But this is the core of your Maverick Gen 2. Again, it's got your serialization. You've got some spanner wrench attachments. So if you want to take this hub mount out, you could do something like put this wrench here, put this wrench here, and loosen. So you've got all of that availability. So you've got our core. Ways that you can shoot this. One, obviously, you can set it up this way. In the brake configuration, it's the most popular. You've seen it used before, but that's certainly not all. You can also set this up in full length. This is a really capable, traditionally quiet suppressor. If you want to shoot your can this way, you should. Over the years, we've gotten a lot of Mavericks back for maintenance, and we'll open the box up. People will send it back in their complete packaging. This configuration will have thousands and thousands of rounds on, and we'll look in these, and they'll be totally bright and shiny and brand new, never shot. You owe it to yourself to try this. You bought a really competent suppressor. We also have this little guy in the box. May confuse you at first. So on the front of your stage 2, you'll see these 3 little prongs. Those are meant to go into your wrench and allow you to spin the front cap off of this suppressor. You can then take that front cap, put it right on this little guy, spin it all the way in, torque it down, and then you can run your Maverick in this configuration. It's a kind of a K suppressor. Again, this is going to work really nicely in a hunting setting, on a rifle that's already relatively quiet. This, when we metered it out with a 24-inch 6.5 Creedmoor, it's about 140 decibels. Obviously, you're not going to want a lot of exposure to that, repeated exposure. But in a hunting setting, this is a nice thing to have, and it's kind of a bonus when you're picking up the system type of configuration. What we upgraded from Gen 1, and I've got a Gen 1 here. First, it is a fully welded stack. When we built the Gen 1, it is a stack of baffles that are shoved into a tube and then constrained by this rear cap. What we did on this is several different individual pieces, and you can see the welds that go around. What does that mean? It means for the size and weight, you're getting more internal volume, which leads to an overall softer sounding shooting experience and gives us a lot more sound management capabilities when you're set up this way. The K is also, as you can see here, versus the Gen 1, just a touch longer. We were able to lengthen it, which again helps with sound, while keeping all of the pass-through of gas that we need because of some things that we were able to do inside the suppressor. This thing is also Magnum rated, so you want to go shoot this on your 300 Win Mag or 300 PRC or something of that nature, you can certainly do it. For the Magnums, for the big stuff, the L, we consider to be a better product. We'll talk about that more in a second, but this is Magnum rated. Also on the rear cap in the Maverick Gen 1, that rear cap, that was staying in there. We had these available in Hellfire and Sidewinder, but those were your only options. With this one, this is hub compatible. If you were to spin this out of the back of the suppressor, you would be able to put in a hub mount of your choice. If you want to just go 5/8 24 direct thread, you can do that. If you want to use something from a different suppressor brand or adaptation company, you can certainly do that as well. So this is ready all the way around. Size and weights for all of these components we'll show you on the screen. This is the Maverick Gen 2 K as it comes out of the box. We also sell the L configuration. L stands for long. So when you buy an L, the only difference is this initial portion, this core of the K, and this one of the L are a little bit different lengths. You can see that the L is 2 baffles longer in the core section. What that leads to is a little more gas management, The L is best for somebody that wants to put their Maverick on something, is generally going to run it on something really big. So if you're buying it for a 300 PRC or for a 300 Norma, the L is probably better for you. Or even if you've got a more mid-sized cartridge, a 6.5 PRC, or you're shooting with a Creedmoor or something, but the softer sound is more of a premium, you want to use it to hunt, or you're not going to have as high of a round count on it or whatever, and you just want it to be softer, the L can be really nice. These are 100% made in America with American titanium. Everything on the table except for the hub mount, which could be purchased if you want it in titanium. And these parts, this is all fully titanium, fully welded. This is a great product and a great update, we think, to the Maverick Gen 1, which is, in its time in market, the winningest suppressor in PRS, period, full stop, and not close. Guys, that's the Maverick Gen 2. That's what comes in the box. That's kind of how you put it together and how you use it. If you've got any more questions, though, drop them in the comments.